This is a huge opportunity for Brodie to convert his first win of the season. We are racing in Townsville, and the drag race commences, and it looks like it is very, very even. There is nothing between the two Mustangs as they pull gears through turn one. Brodie pops out the other side, and they close down to make sure that nobody can sneak down the inside, the dirty side of the road. Davison wants to argue the case, and he's run very high and wide down there, but he manages to protect. Look at the congestion back in the pack and watch them through that kink between 2 and 3. That is a hot spot on this racetrack.
They got through there really nicely, and Cam Waters did a great job to place that monster Mustang down the inside. He knew that he wasn't going to be able to get around the outside of Kostecki, so he snuck it in between the teammates, and he remains in second spot.
Nice clean run through turns 2 and turn 3, so that's an important and impressive start to the lap by the field of 24. Ryan Wood up on the outside. No, we have got some trouble though. Jackson Evans, who had a traumatic weekend in Darwin, has got damage in the right front corner of that SCT Logistics Camaro, so it wasn't as clean as I thought.
And Kai Allen just got his ears boxed hard through turn 7 and 8. He's lost about 3 or 4, maybe 5 spots in 2 corners. He was alongside Ryan Wood, so Ryan Wood is up in 12th, and Kai Allen has gone backwards massively.
And tries to squeeze up on the inside, try and regain some territory. There's a huge amount of congestion back in the pack here. Our margin, first to second, Kostecki to Waters, is just on half a second. Davison, who I thought may have ended up sacrificing a spot at turn 2, but he rescued it nicely and got back online, popping out the other side. Di Pasquale's got some pressure on there, then Payne, LeBrock forward, Randall, Mostert and Feeney has made good ground on the opening lap, massive ground on that opening lap.
Absolutely, I was just about to say, he's up 4 positions. So great job by Brock Feeney to go from 14th. And there's a lot of chaos in the back of this field as we look at them come over Ross Creek and into turn 5. That was wild.
Now, Will Brown's made 4 spots as well, and Cam Hill makes contact there, and he manages to rescue it as Jackson Evans goes into the lane. They're going to take some time to be able to resurrect that. They want to get him back out there for any points if they can be classified in the 75% race distance. If he could just get half a car length further up down that right-hand side, he'd have the line for 3, and he's been able to achieve that. But he's gone in there very hot and high, and that was a little moment in the background. Did the Red Bull car get through there cleanly? It is on down the order here at the moment in Townsville.
We were calling all the drama spots. Oh, now massive contact. He'll go in the fence here now. So that was actually James Courtney down the inside of his teammate in between turns 5 and 6. And it's ricocheted the Cool Drive Mustang off the road. He did a great job to stay off that tyre wall on the left-hand side coming out of turn 6. He's got to put this away now. That's got a lot of damage on it, I think.
Copy that. How's the car? Do we need a block? We haven't received yet.
Ugly bodywork damage on that car, so they're just...
Fine. Rick's Rivera on the stop.
I was going to say, we won't be able to get to pit lane from where he was.
No. And if you're going to do it, you want to do it when you can take the CPS, the compulsory pit stop, in the commencement of lap number 5. Kostecki's just opened up another 1/10 of a second over Waters.
Find out shortly. Down the inside, nice move, Anton Di Pasquale. Little bump at the end there with Will. He was half out of control in the last part of the stop, wasn't he?
And he actually needed the other car
to get it to the corner.
He did. He actually leant on him in the slide. And that's also made Anton vulnerable to Matt Payne. It's hard to peel your eyes away. We'll quickly go to Larko.
Well, Anton said he was going to be aggressive, and there it is right there. So, Mark, to answer your question, we saw Red Bull, didn't we? 6-second pit stop doing 4 tyres. My money says we're going to see a lot of rear tyres done today. Jackson Evans, quick update. I went down and had a look. Top up a wishbone and a shock absorber going in there, so they're working feverishly, looking for that 75% to collect some points.
Thanks, Larko. Chaz Mostert, in fact, it's big pressure because Chazzy is literally squeezing down the inside as I speak, and that's ditto for Will Brown as well. And Will's been able to make that move effectively. And there's no room. He thought about going back down the left-hand side there at Mostert. The problem was there was another car in the way in that entire process. 22 laps remain. So just looking at a lot of cars moving around, Mark. So as is the tradition at this racetrack. And remember, we've got no data with this soft tyre here coming into the weekend in terms of ongoing laps. Only a couple of practice sessions earlier in the day. They are really the Shell V-Power Racing team. 4 tyres for car number 38. They've got a bit of time in hand because of the margin. 11 laps to go, and that was tight with Matt Payne, but luckily it all worked out. Everybody lives happily ever after.
Good communication then with Shell V-Power team, because they were already warning Brodie that was going to be an issue as Matt Payne come in, and now that's the gap.
So remember, he had 3.8 seconds, so we'll wait for this just to standardise. Payne just getting counselled in the background for, I think it was 4 tyres on his car as well. So Anton's now the leader with an 11-second margin over Brock. So Payne in front of Forward here. Forward's tyres are up to temp, and he might try and use that to his advantage by the time he gets down here to turn 3, but he's being covered at the moment. Matt just makes sure that he dissuades him from that notion. And once his tyres come up to temp and pressure, that'll be a much tougher task for Bryce Forward, because the car on the fresher tyres will skip away.
Anton De Pasquale in.
He's in. He came in with 11 seconds over Brock Feeney, and Brock follows him, and that will restore Brodie Kostecki in the lead.
We've got a little bit of traffic. Okay, you're not clear. Not clear. Go straight behind the Red Bull.
What's really obvious, everyone's gone away, haven't they? I've seen a lot of 7 and 8 second pit stops, which we wouldn't have previously seen. Red Bull's put them under pressure. So let's count this one on my fingers and toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I saw plenty of teams. I haven't got the numbers in front of me. I reckon there's plenty doing 7 and 8 second stops. They've gone away and they've improved their game. They're all going for the 4 tyres now. Great stuff.
Thanks, Mark Larkin. Now, that 3.8 second gap that I spoke of between Kostecki and Waters, because of the undercut that Cam applied and Sam Potter and the Tickford group, that's now 1.9 seconds. So it did slice a bit of the margin away as we focus on this battle down here at turn 2, and there's actually a bit of rubbing his racing going on down there at the moment, and it's still on as they make the run down towards turn 3. It's not resolved, and Feeney eventually closes that deal.
That wasn't closer than expected, and rude. Can you really follow it through?
That was ugly.
Yeah, that was a battle, wasn't it?
That was really ugly.
So 1.6 seconds Kostecki over Waters, and slight difference now in the age of the tyres in the run of the flag. But Aaron Cameron's third, but understand that he's not yet taken his compulsory stop. You see him on the totem.
We just saw the start in the background there of the Will Brown manoeuvre down the inside of LeBrock. Now, LeBrock's going to try to stay there, and he's going to continue this. He can't get it stopped. See, the rear's locked. Great driving by Will Brown then. Beautiful driving. He knew how deep that Jack LeBrock was under brakes, and he turned back the other way and did the crisscross. But now he's on the outside. He's actually not in the right spot for the braking error at turn 2.
This is a horror story for him on the outside here, and Jack knows it. So he'll try and get under him out the other side of the turn, which is what he's done. He's tightened the turn. He's trying to get power to the ground. He wants to sneak the nose up before he gets to turn 3. LeBrock just closes that door firmly and cuts off the notion of that execution. Meantime, huge pressure coming on from Feeney as well, because what we're not seeing is what's going on behind. Now we can. So any slip up from these two in the front of this little battle, and it'll be all profit for Brock.
Ooh, big slide there by Will Brown in the middle of turn 6, and lost some ground, and another big slide. Used too much curb. He's actually got himself wide, and they're going to run through here together. Feeney's been able to grab him. So that was his own mistakes then. Unforced error by Will Brown on the way out of turn 6, and then too much curb at turn 7 into 8. So Feeney gets it done. Now Feeney looks like with that later stop, and we spoke about it before, the undercut, got that move made by Will Brown on his teammate. But now Feeney with younger, fresher tyres, he's going to try to put those to good effect and get a good exit. Probably the exit of turn 2 was the right thing for him to get back down the inside for 3.
Brock's tyres are 4 laps younger than Will Brown's, and that's helping the cause here. And they're substantially younger than Jack LeBrock, 6 laps better off for the driver of car number 88. So that's now starting to have an effect with only 2 to go. That's where you get the yield.
Yep.
if you can run long and you get those younger tyres working for you at the back end, then that can be handy. So now he's riding his signature on the centre of the rear bumper of that car on the exit of turn 3. We're riding with him as they start to wind their way around the back. Not very many more opportunities to do this. Perhaps the next logical one's down the inside at turn 11, if he gets a nice clean exit out of the right-hander through 10. And that's what will be mentally processing in the back of his mind at the moment. Trying to make sure the thing doesn't jump sideways as he feeds gears. And if he can just get this thing tightened up on the exit here to duck it down to the right-hand side, but not close enough in the end.
Now maybe there's a spot here. So try to come off here nicely. He's probably close enough this time. Just feint to the right and dive to the left. And Jack's across it. Jack blocked him. Jack parked the tyre power car there on the inside and stopped him from putting it on. So nice presence of mind there by Jack LeBrock. Last lap now, and he's going to battle now. Finn's going to battle to get Jack LeBrock because he knows what the tricks are. Here we go. Here we go. He's trying. They're going to come together. Now this little pinch point is going to be an issue. And he's up the inside for 3. He should be able to get it done now.
That's a hard way to make a buck.
Yeah.
Just had to sweat that one out, didn't he? And he got it done in the end. So he's up into position number 8 now as we go back to our leader down at turn 11. And this will be a nice, refreshing moment for Brodie Kostecki and for fans of Dick Johnson Racing and everybody at the Shell V-Power Racing team. This one has been earned the hard way in 2025 out of the final corner. And a new name gets added to the winners list in Townsville.
Well done, boys. Fantastic effort.
Brodie Kostecki gets the job done, and a beautiful drive, and he is wrapped with that one.
Well done, everyone.
60 points in the bag. Thank you very much.
All the hard work, much appreciated.
Brodie Kostecki, 45 minutes and counting, getting the job done for his new team. First win in that operation, converting the pole. Cam Waters not too far down the road behind him, and that is a good result for Cam, getting his season back on track. How about Brycey forward? Man, is he a kid on fire right now. Bryce inside the top 5 here today. Some big names outside the 10, looking for Ryan Wood, who is floating around the 10 of the championship. Thomas Randall, whatever the issue was with the brakes for him. And Jackson Evans, unfortunately, the only driver to not make it to the checkered flag in race number 20.